Hey everybody, how you doing? We are back. We are back with Five on Friday, and it's not just me, it's him. He's my brother. He's the owner of Land Creations Landscaping, and of course, you know I'm the owner of Southwest. I know I haven't done videos in a long time. It's been quite a while, and I appreciate everybody who's asked me and said, "Oh, what are you doing? Why aren't you doing videos?" A lot of stuff going on here at work. And I always say work first, YouTube second, but I want to try to prioritize YouTube a little bit more and do some more videos, do some things like that. So if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, ask us a question. So while we're going through this, write down some questions, put them in the comments. We'd be glad to answer any questions. Jeff's company does more design build. My company does commercial maintenance. So I don't talk a lot about the design build end of things. So we're going to ask him some questions today. And since it's been so long since I've done a video, I'm not going to pick questions from the comments because I really don't have any. So we made up our own questions and we're going to get started right now.
First question I have, Steve, is you're talking about something new, the Landscapers Network. What is that?
The Scapers Network. So as you guys all know, my YouTube channel has been called the Scapers Network for a long time. And Jeff and I have done consulting. I've talked to you guys about this in the past under the name Rack Consulting for smaller landscape business owners. The Scapers Network is going to be more integrated between a newsletter that we put out, and if you want to be on that newsletter, I'm going to stick a link in the comments below so you guys can subscribe to our newsletter. I put it out once a week. It's really good, so I want you to subscribe. And then secondly, we also have a website, scapersnetwork.com. You can check that out. We'll be uploading content to that. And third of all, you're going to see some new things coming out of this, such as we're going to do a little more one-on-one consulting with people. So if you're interested, let us know. We're also going to try to get some courses up online. So we're going to get some courses up online for you guys as well. And we'll be doing some webinars and some other stuff like that. So that's what the Scapers Network is all about. And we're looking forward to making that happen and making it a bigger part of what we're doing here. And you're going to see Jeff along with me a little bit more as well as we go through this process. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to ask the first question to him about how to charge per square foot for pavers, which I'm sure a lot of people wonder how to do that. So Jeff does a crap ton of paving work, and I just wanted to ask you, how do you charge for that? Because I don't have a clue.
Yeah, everybody wants to start with a square foot price. And the square foot price, that's usually the question. How much per square foot? The reality is that I can't tell you how much per square foot because guess what? I don't know where the job's at. I don't know what material you're using. There's a lot of questions that start with that. You should have an idea of a range of square foot price that you're going to be working with, but it's the actual cost of it is going to be your paving material, your labor material, where it's at on the property. Is it in the front yard where you can pull your dump truck right up and load it and unload everything right there? Or is it 500 feet in the backyard? That's going to make a big difference in how much you're going to charge that customer per square foot. So it's really hard to come up with that. And different parts of the country, depending on where you're at, up here with freeze thaw, we have to go a lot more with our base. So that adds a lot of cost to your square foot price. So there's a lot of factors. So what I always say is I'd look at 3 or 4 jobs that we've done, come up with a general, I call it my down and dirty number. X amount of dollars is how much I charge per square foot as a general range. And then every bid I do, I look at it and I say, after I estimate it out fully and correctly, I look at it and I say, does it fall within that range of numbers of how much I should be at a square foot? So it's simple, but it's not. It's kind of an easy answer. The best answer I guess I can give you at this point is, do your homework, make sure you're following the steps and you're getting it to where you want it to be. And then after a while, you're going to be able to have a good range to work with. And that should help you out.
Cool. I hope that helps you guys that are in the design build end of things. Jeff's got a question for me.
Steve, it's August. Is it too early to start looking at snow already?
We are already signing snow contracts, so those of you that are in the snow areas know that it's coming right around the corner. Snow is a big part of our business, and we are getting our snow contracts from our management companies, our apartments, our different associations, things like that, businesses, stuff like that. We're already getting those contracts in place. And once we're full, we're full. And I think that that's something that as an industry, we need to really dial in and let our customers know that, you know what, if you're going to hire us for snow, we only have so much room on our routes, because when the snow comes, we have to get it all done at once, and it's a lot of work. It's not like maintenance where if you miss a day and it rains, you can come back the next day. With snow, you got to have it done. So my point is that the sooner we can get those contracts secured, you have the business, and then the customer knows they have you, and then and you can manipulate your schedules and say, listen, we're full unless something great comes along, and maybe you can figure out a way to get it into your routes. But we do a lot of businesses. We do very few HOAs and condo associations anymore. We're primarily looking at businesses and apartment complexes. That's kind of where we are with our snow. But it's not too early. We're already getting those. If you're looking to get into snow plowing, now's a good time to start knocking on some doors. Even if you're a residential company, go ahead and hit up your customers if you're looking for doing snow, because you want to get that stuff signed. You want to get it taken care of so you're a little bit ahead of the curve. So I hope that answers your question. Next question is for Jeff here. So he sells some amazing projects. I wish I could show you some pictures. I don't see any in the room here, but we have a bunch of them in our conference room. He does outdoor kitchens. He does all kinds of lighting and pavers, and you name it, these guys do it. It's kind of like a specialty type of business that really caters to like some high-end clientele. So how do you sell these larger projects in design build? Not just the small brick patio, but like the whole enchilada, the outdoor kitchen, the pergolas, like all the stuff I hear you talking about all the time.
Well, that's what's fun about our business, is we get to sell a lot of different things, and it makes it interesting. And when you're looking at any project, it doesn't matter if it's a smaller project or a bigger project, we're always trying to change the scale of that project. If I go out and I meet with a customer, my goal is to upsell them, and I'm always trying to upsell a customer. And your customers don't know what you do until you tell them what you do. Once they understand that you can do other, parts of the landscape, you're going to get more jobs. So you may be doing a smaller project, but don't just go in. If they ask for just a patio, go in there and offer them an outdoor kitchen, offer them a fire pit, offer them a pergola or a pavilion or something like that. And chances are, believe it or not, they're going to give you a budget, and they're going to say, we have this much money to spend. And if you just design to that, that's all you're going to get. If you go in there and say, okay, here's the budget for doing your patio, and it's X amount of dollars, but now you say, we could add a fire pit, we could add an outdoor kitchen, we could add something like that. Now you're going to get that customer really excited, and you may double the size of your job right there just on adding that one feature. So you can go and start growing your company and growing the size of your jobs just by upselling and letting the customer know what's available to them. That's, you think about when you go in and buy a car, they're always trying to sell you the next model up, and they're going to show you things that you didn't know. You didn't know the car would do this or this. Now you have to have it. So if your customer doesn't know that you sell outdoor kitchens, now when you tell them, they're going to have it. So it's going to just keep your projects growing. And that's how we've grown our design build business so much, is just offering different things for the customers, something different options, different opportunities. So it's a fun business, and it gives you a lot of fun things to work with. So
totally different world than what kind of we do in the landscape maintenance end of things. And I know a lot of you guys out there do both. So, it's nice to have Jeff here to help with that, because I'm primarily a commercial maintenance guy. Do you have another question for me, Jeff?
I do. Recently I brought in a consultant for my business, and I guess, what do you think about bringing in mentors and consultants for your business? What's your opinion?
Every time that I brought in somebody in my business, it's been a huge help. Like, I've got mentors, people that I'll take out to lunch and talk to and learn and pick their brain. And those type of people, a lot of times you're not paying them, but you're taking them out to lunch and you're kind of asking them questions and seeing if you can learn from them. The big thing is learning, like just constantly learning about business, because we all know the landscape end of the business pretty well. It's the business end of this business that's always difficult. And I get a lot of comments from people that say, hey, I love the fact that you talk about the business end. And I enjoy the business end of it. And I've enjoyed learning over the years from some of the really best people in this industry. I spent time with some really, really great people. And so as far as like mentors, that's one thing. The other thing is, do you want to bring somebody into your company to have them take a look at what's going on and give you some advice? I can tell you that when I started my snowplow division, I wasn't doing snow at all. When I started doing snow, I had already been in business about 10, 11 years. And I brought a consultant in from Erie, PA, named Rich Arlington, great dude. And he taught me everything I needed to know about snow so that I could get into that business. I got into it, and right away, we were doing like $100,000 more in snow that year than we'd done the year before because of what I learned from him. You take that learning curve from here to here. So by bringing somebody in, by learning from other people, whether it's a mentor or a consultant, you are getting the information a lot. It's condensed. It's already been tested. And then they're giving it to you as tools, maybe not exactly to use the way they did, but to use in your business. So everybody's got issues. Nobody's perfect at what they do. Nobody. I'm definitely not. But if you bring somebody in, it's always been a huge, huge help. And if you guys are interested in doing that, shameless plug here, Jeff and I do that all the time with companies. You can sign up for an hour consultation on our, I'll give you a link to that as well because I don't think it's on our website yet. You can sign up for a full day's consultation with us. We do multiple ways, stuff via Zoom, whatever. But it's a great way to learn. So, having said that, we got through our 5 questions, which is awesome. Do you have anything to add, Jeff?
No, I think when we start looking at the consulting side of things, boy, I had this guy come in a couple of weeks ago, and it was just an amazing kind of eye-opening experience. And hopefully that's something that Steve and I could offer to you if you decide to talk to us, because it really is. It's amazing how somebody else looks at your business and just that different point of view, what that'll do to kind of open up your eyes. Some of the things you just might not see. So it's definitely worth the time if that's something that you're interested in.
All right. Well, we made it.
We made it. It's done.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you guys all for watching. Really appreciate it. We'll be doing more content. We'll be doing some more content with the 2 of us. I'm going to try and get these 5 on Friday videos back up every Friday if we can do that. If you have questions, comments, anything, you like this format, you don't like this format, leave us a question or a comment below. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe if you really like us. If you're interested in doing some consulting, hit us up. Make sure I have my email down there also. And just keep rocking, guys. It's awesome. Hope you have a great week.